Hey guys, it's Spyro Senpai here, and you're probably wondering why I'm making another video because I just made one yesterday, but I just got bored and I just wanted to talk about Spyro again since the Spyro community is kind of somewhat dead. But anyway, we all know the game that got announced, the popular new game called Crash Team Rumble, which is basically like a Crash. What was that? What was that? That one Crash Party game. Uh, Whatever. It's basically like another spin-off Crash game in the new timeline, kind of like Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, where basically it's like a party game. Hopefully, well, obviously in the trailer. But I just want to talk about what if Spyro made a guest appearance in the game. Now that's probably foolish because Spyro already made his appearance in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel along with Hunter and Nasty Nork. But Spyro barely gets any fame. I mean, sure, there's a couple fan arts from now and then, a couple fan projects and stuff like that. But the only new game that we got out of Spyro was the fantastic Reignited trilogy, and no one ever talked about ever since Activision bought Microsoft and Crash and Spyro were no longer the PlayStation icons we all known and loved. But at least they keep their deal to keep them multi-platform, and But it's nice to see Crash is still getting fame. I mean recently he got a fourth game, which was, I don't know how long that's been, but Spyro's never had a fourth game. Well, in the new timeline since the Reignited trilogy, besides the Skylanders, which we'll never talk about ever again. But enough getting off topic. What if Spyro made a guest appearance in Crash Team Rumble? It'll be quite interesting because not only is Spyro canon, well, soft canon to the Crash timeline along with Crash and the Spyro timeline because they both crossed over with each other. But I can imagine what would Spyro look like. Like, will he have his reignited form, or will he have a new, different design, or will they use the try to be forgotten Crash on the Run design, which, gotta say, not really my favorite because they actually gave Spyro hair instead of that spike mohawk that we all know. And I can imagine the amount of characters that they will use, like Allura, the Sorceress, Nasty Nork, Hunter, Moneybags, all the characters in the Spyro Pantheon that they could probably use. Like, heck, we could probably get a Spyro game, like a Spyro fighting game, a Spyro party game. Something that we need to get the Spyro fans hyped for. And since Toys for Bob is more interested in making Crash games instead of Spyro games, I think it's time that Toys for Bob got their big boy pants up and decide, you know what? Let's give something to Spyro fans want. Maybe in the future, if Crash Team Rumble gets more fame, which it probably will, we'll probably add Spyro as like a guest character or a guest NPC or a guest boss or whatever. I could imagine, like, what would Spyro have his own mini game? Like, will he have his own mini game where you can actually unlock Spyro via that mini game or challenge or objective? Will there be other characters? Will the gems be involved? Will Spyro get his own mini game themed party board? I mean, let's face it, Crash Team Rumble is nowhere not going to be like Mario Party, since every single franchise wants to be like Mario Party, which you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But I could see Spyro coming back since Crash kind of crossed over with Spyro. I mean, the only time they crossed over was in the Game Boy Advance games, which I try to forget because I never was a big fan of the Game Boy Advance or Game Boy in general. But yeah, I could see potential for Spyro being a guest character in another Crash game. Or at least, in a Crash crossover where Crash and Spyro's timelines finally collide together, that's not Skylanders, and actually team up to fight the newest villain. Or heck, maybe Ripto or Nasty Nork will come back and team up with Dr. Cortex and a bunch of other Crash rivals like Evil Crash or anything like that. But maybe time will tell. Will Activision or Toys for Bob talk about, if Spyro can guest appear in Crash Team Rumble? Maybe best for the best, or maybe only time will tell. So, even though we never got another teaser trailer for Crash Team Rumble, hopefully we'll get one soon, since it's 2023 and 2023 has the best games coming out soon, like Street Fighter 6 and whatnot. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I just wanted to hop on and just talk about what if Spyro made his guest appearance in Crash Team Rumble. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.